Hey guys, welcome to another video. Thanks for tuning into this one. And if you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks for tuning in again. On this channel, we focus on how you can get to achieve your dreams of becoming a pilot, whether it's through sponsored programs, through cadet programs that are partially sponsored, whether it's through just information that may help you. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. It goes a long way. If you have any questions, you can always leave them in the comment section below. And you can always reach me on Instagram. Now, this particular subject, I think, as you've seen from the title, is a sponsored program. And in as much as this sponsored program isn't fully sponsored, like they won't sponsor you from a PPL to CPL or something like that, it's something that gets you started in the aviation industry. And this is something I always tell you guys, especially for some of you that are much on the younger side, say you're 14, 15, 16, and you're looking for ways to prepare yourself for the aviation opportunities, to make your resume even better, to connect with people in the aviation industry or people with similar interests as you are. You would need this type of information. If you're someone that is just aspiring and you're much older, this still applies to you. And I hope that you find value in this one. So please, if you do, please don't forget to drop a like on the video. It goes a long way. So let's get into the first part of this. To start with, I want to say thank you to Kane. And this is one of the reasons why I have this community, because when you have a group of people with similar interests, you're able to, tap into each other's information and knowledge, and it goes a long way. So when I first found out about this Hair League scholarship program, I found out about it last year, and I didn't talk about it because it wasn't open and they weren't going to open for months as at the time anyway. And last week, Kane actually sent me a message on Instagram to share with me that this program is going to open again on the 29th. If you go to the scholarship section, they do have about so many scholarships that they offer. You can see they offer the flying, gliding, drone, engineering, electric flying, law, APS, MCC, ATPL ground school. The first thing I want to start with is the flying scholarships that they offer. They have three categories: the 3-hour introductory flying scholarship program or course. They have the 5-hour intermediate flying scholarship, and then they have a 12-hour advanced flying scholarship. They have, what they provide, like an intro flight. So if you haven't gotten any experience at all, then of course the intro flight will be one that you probably want to apply for. And, if you have some experience, that is the 5-hour intermediate flying. Provides an intermediate course that is held over a 2 to 4 day period on pre-selected dates. It offers an additional powered flying experience combined with advanced ground school. Now, the 12-hour one says here, this scholarship is an advanced award that provides powered flying with the aim of going solo. This scholarship can be flown on pre-selected dates or at the scholar's own pace. This scholarship aims to further a young person's career pathway into aviation and aerospace. Flying scholarship and the gliding scholarships are going to be very similar in terms of the requirements. So the information that I'm sharing on this flying scholarship generally would apply to the gliding scholarships, other than things like age. Under the FAQ section, I think there are some important areas that I want us to touch on. For example, the date it opens is right there, from 29th of January to the 7th of April. Of course, the times are important. To be eligible, you have to be a UK resident, not a citizen. You have to be a UK resident. So that is the important part. There's more information on the criteria, which I think I already have here. It talks about being a UK resident, be at least 16 years of age, as of 1st of June 2024, and I think for the gliding scholarship you have to be 14 years of age as of 1st of June 2024. If you're in training for your PPL, you can still use this scholarship, but if you already completed your PPL or CPL, then this scholarship will not be applicable to you. You must meet this requirement for medical, and the rest goes on. Like I said, all of this information will be found in the description box below, so I won't go over that. The next thing is, what is the application process? Now, this is something that I try to talk about more because my hope and goal is to give you the necessary, tips and information that I may have that could help you to maybe secure this opportunity. Now, the application process is split into 2 stages. The first stage is an assessment of your application by 2 independent members of the scholarship selection committee. Your application will be reviewed. I don't know exactly what the application entails, but they will, of course, review it, make sure you have no errors, make sure your spellings are right. You're likely to be asked to provide an essay or something that just tests your motivation and why you want to be in the aviation industry. So be ready for something like that. If you're successful in the first stage, you will be invited to a second stage interview. So that's something you should prepare for as well. The interview generally will always test for your motivation, why you want to be a pilot, how you handle challenges, or how you deal with challenges when it comes to achieving your dreams or your goal. And understand that your aim should be to be able to demonstrate how motivated you are to be in the aviation industry or to become a pilot. And then the other thing is your resiliency, towards challenges. Like if you fail at something, what would you do? Would you try again or would you give up? Now, it's important to seek feedback, to seek where you went wrong and what you could improve, but you want to demonstrate that you're not going to give up, you're going to try again if you experience challenges. So, that's just the summary of that. Now, this is an important area. It says, do you have to be an Air League member to apply? And it says yes. And here's something that I know that may discourage some of you, but understand that it's really cheap. To become a member, I think for the most expensive ones, I think 75 pounds. The cheapest one is, I think, $30. So to be honest, that's on an annual basis. It's worth it. And I'm going to share why with you shortly. Now, I decided to talk about this section here where it says, what happens if I'm unsuccessful? This is something I always talk about on this channel as well. For any of these cadet programs, understand that when you experience challenges, you always want to try again. Make sure you come back better. And it says here, regardless of the outcome, we encourage you to get involved, volunteer, and attend the Air League's annual program of events that aim to help you develop as a professional within aviation and aerospace. And this is something that I wanted to just highlight to you that, I always talk about the importance of volunteering, the importance of networking, the importance of just being involved. And that's something that I want you to know, that these scholarships also look into those things to make sure that you're not just passively involved. You want to be actively involved. And that's where they sometimes will require that you're a member of these organizations. And some of you have asked me, what can you be doing to prepare yourself for these cadet programs or these sponsored programs? These are the things you can be doing. You can be part of this type of organizations, and they will provide you with information, events that will enlighten you, help you stay connected with other people, and you might just get sponsored because you got awarded a scholarship. So that's something you can always keep in mind. The other important thing I also want to mention is the importance of feedback. They say here, feedback is an important area in your professional development. Feedback will be given to any applicant that requests it after the application process. So if you apply for this and you do not get through, please get your feedback. It is important. It's going to help you make your next application better. It's going to make you a better person because you know what not to do or how to make your application even stand out. And that's something I want to encourage you to do. I hope you will make use of this information I've shared with you, and I wish you the best of luck. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, and I'll see you in the next one.